On the agenda, Mr. Anthony Joshua. And what's your thoughts? What's going on? What's going on with AJ? The man of the moment, you know?
Boy.
The poster boy.
What, did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of it?
I did. What did I think of it? Really, he just got outboxed. And I think that he tried to outbox a better boxer, and he should have fought.
Do you know?
For me, I think.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
For someone that's not involved in boxing, that's a very succinct, clear description of what happened.
Yeah.
I applaud you for that, bro.
Oh, thank
seriously.
you. Because I'm not that. But you can see when someone's outclassed someone.
But what you did there was actually say that he tried to outbox a boxer, and that's exactly what happened. In fact, that's what his corner was trying to get him to do, which I never understood. But please, no, carry on.
Yeah.
I'm just impressed by your observations. But yeah, carry on, bro. Carry on.
So, moving on. So for me, it was like quite agonizing. Like, it's not like boxing of old. I know I always go to old school, but this is just what boxing is to me, like the Chris Eubanks and the Nigel Benns and the real scraps. I like fighting, other than someone just like really breaking a man down, that outboxing him. And
so you didn't appreciate that performance then?
I think AJ, the corner, should have told him to just go gun ho and go after him, and use your weight, use your size, and just cripple him. Try and cripple him. You're not gonna outbox him. This guy. Don't sleep on the Ukrainians. You can't sleep on the Eastern European brother them. You can't. Like, I don't know what you thought was going to happen. I mean, you went in there, because his last fight, he fought, Ruiz. When they went toe-to-toe, he got beat up. Then he outboxed him. But my man was out of shape, and he admits that he was just caught in the hype, which could happen to any of us, because he come from nowhere into the limelight.
Remember, I actually know him. I used to train with him in LA.
There you go. There you go. So he's come from Bruck to the limelight.
Yeah, man.
And then he's just got carried away. Didn't train. Thought he's just got this in the bag. And it fell apart. And then AJ came and outboxed him. So now, for me, it was just disappointing. I was disappointed.
See, this is where I feel like someone involved in boxing like myself needs to explain to a lot of people. Now, I don't know if I told you, because we didn't really talk about boxing too much. Because you know me, I don't really watch it anymore, even though I used to be a professional and whatnot. Everyone who's not involved in boxing, as in depth, didn't know anything about Usyk.
No.
If they knew about Usyk, they would know that this guy is a masterful boxer.
Well, we know now.
But before this fight, that's for all the people that the lay fans. But all the people like myself, I knew even before he outboxed Tony Bellew, because remember he fought and outboxed him. Even before that, I'd seen his previous performances, and this guy we always knew was a danger. We always knew if he moved up to heavyweight, he was going to be a danger. The only thing that obviously people were worried about was his size, because he's not by heavyweight standards nowadays. He's not a big guy.
Not heavy,
right? But we've seen in the past Holyfield, we've seen smaller heavyweights like Tyson do well, so it is possible.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
What he did against AJ, I said to people, wouldn't shock me.
Okay.
Because of that.
Yeah.
You know, I've always said that to do with this fight, Usyk is the better boxer, but obviously AJ is the bigger, stronger guy. And I also said that even though I made AJ the slight favourite, it wouldn't surprise me if Usyk won. And if Usyk does win, or if AJ happens to knock him out, I know Usyk will probably be ahead in the fight when AJ knocks him out.
Right.
And that showed, obviously AJ didn't knock him out, but he was ahead in the fight from very early. Do you know what I mean? The corner work was shocking. The corner work, as you very rightly pointed out, they were telling him to outbox a boxer.
Yeah. Good one. Yeah. And they must have done their research.
Bro, they're supposed to be world-class trainers.
Like us, like your average person, we don't know how good he is.
Well,
but if I'm going to fight Tony from down the road, I need to know what Tony can do.
Now, it was quite obvious that he was not going to stand there and stand tall. Although he did do that for some of the rounds, which was very surprising.
Yeah.
But to go out there and tell AJ to box like he normally doesn't box, first of all, and obviously hasn't trained for, and also box like the guy he's boxing, is just very peculiar to me.
Yeah.
It's very peculiar.
Yeah.
And you know, I think AJ is a very, very good boxer. I think he's been a very good ambassador for the sport in this country. But he got completely outboxed.
Yeah.
He got so outboxed that I can't see him winning a rematch.
No.
I can't see him winning a rematch.
Well, even if he just
because even if he goes guns, because one thing that surprised me in that fight was how, and I'm as soon as I say this, you're gonna say the same thing, was how easy Usyk was able to hurt him, even though he's a smaller man.
You
saw, you almost had him out of there. Few more seconds of that last round. That'd have been it. He would have been on the floor.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
He was rocked.
That surprised me. And throughout the fight, anytime Usyk really tagged him, he was hurt.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, Usyk is not a feather-fisted guy. Anyone over 15 stone hits hard.
Yeah.
Let me, as a former professional boxer, let me just tell you that now. And so when someone says, "Oh, this one can't hit," he hit,
last jaw, blah blah,
all of that nonsense. Like any 15 stone guy could knock out any other guy. It's as simple as that. But obviously, there's varying degrees of power. And that's what really surprised me. He's not known as a one-punch knockout artist, but yet he was able to consistently hurt AJ. Now, going forward, see, unlike the Ruiz fight, for instance, I trained with Ruiz.
Yeah.
And when I was in LA training with Freddie Roach, I knew this guy can punch. This guy's got fast hands, and this guy's got a chin. But he's also grossly overweight, so he can't move. So I knew, okay, the second fight, AJ can't get in the mix. He just has to move his feet and win the fight, right? Do you know what I mean? You can see how he can win the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This fight...
And he did that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did that. This fight, I can't see him winning that fight. I can't see how... Because even if he does what you said and what a lot of people said was go into him, we now know that, well, this guy can actually hurt him as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just a done deal that, he will just walk forward and throw...
just keep moving forward.
Do you know what I mean? Because he's going to get caught as well.
Yeah.
And obviously this guy can hurt him. So it's not a straightforward thing. I really don't see how he can win a rematch. Especially, and this, like you said, these Eastern European guys, they're very technical, especially Usyk, very technical, and they study their opponent. They study their opponent. So I personally don't feel, listen, if he does, fantastic. But I personally don't feel...
You don't see it happening.
I don't. Well, what do you think? Do you think he can?
No. Not from what I saw. I'm just like, I'm hopeful, AJ, the UK, blah, 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 but... I wouldn't put money on him winning.
Well, you don't bet anyway.
I don't bet anyway, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
I mean...
But what does that mean for AJ then? So if he goes and he loses, what does that mean for him?
Okay, so...
Is it wrap?
I would say in terms of the Tyson Fury fight, it's a wrap. If Tyson Fury, as we all think he should, win against Wilder next week, I think. If AJ gets beat again, that fight's dead.
For real.
It's that fight. Because remember, that's supposed to be the cash out fight. That's the big money fight, 100 mil each, generational wealth.
What if they both lose?
Right? It's still not going to be worth the money, but at least you would see it's still a competitive fight.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which is still worth some money.
Yeah.
But as it was the 100 mil each kind of fight, no.
Well, nobody wants to see losers fight, do they?
That's dead.
You want to see people at the top of their game.
Personally, I think that's what's wrong with boxing.
Okay.
That's what the UFC's managed to. The UFC don't really care if you've had losses. They just want you to be in exciting fights. If you've been in exciting fights, they'll keep pushing you.
Yeah.
Whereas boxing, you lose one time,
you can be out.
Which it's a sport. Someone's got to win. Someone's got to lose.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But
you know what? I never thought of it like that.
Yeah,
you could be 100-meter sprinter.
Yeah,
lose. But everyone's backing you,
and you win when it matters.
You lose once in boxing, and people are like, "Oh, swag, glass jaw, overhyped,"
as they're doing with AJ now.
Yeah, which I feel is unfair.
Listen, because this is why I've always felt fans in general. Even when I was boxing, I you have your fans and whatnot, but the minute you do something that you didn't like or you lose or whatever, they turn on you in a second.
Yeah.
So I never really put much stock in fans.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't feel AJ does either.
No.
Because everyone, most of these so-called fans are now turning on him for no reason. So I think you asked the question, where does AJ go from here?
Yeah.
If he loses the next match, if I was him, I would retire. I would have retired after the Ruiz fight because he's financially secure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if he's going to go on boxing, my thing with him would be fight Wilder.
Yeah.
And then maybe try and get another match with Dylan because Dylan would want a rematch.
Yeah.
And then retire. Because I'll tell you this now, if Usyk can do that to him, I don't even want to see what Tyson Fury's going to do to him.
Yeah.
You don't even want to see what Tyson... Because Tyson Fury is just as good a boxer, if not better.
As he is a slugger.
If not better than Usyk.
Yeah.
And he's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
A lot bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I feel
Which brings a whole heap of problems.
I feel like Fury can outbox people.
Yeah.
He can stand toe-to-toe and trade blows.
Yeah.
And he's heavy.
Right.
And he's heavy.
Right.
When he catches you, you know.
Right.
Your children know.
Right. And I think Wilder's going to find out. I don't know if you've seen the back and forth with...
Yeah. I've seen bits and bobs.
I don't think... When I saw Tyson's response to Wilder after he said, your life depends on this fight, I said to myself, boy, I don't think this fight's going around.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to piss off a heavyweight champion, but to piss off a heavyweight champion who's 6'9" and a traveller, boy, you need some serious...
Boxing from birth. You know them travellers. Boxing from birth. You don't want it.
And don't get me wrong, because I know Tyson a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, we came up together as pros. Really nice guys. Family, really nice guy.
Okay.
But listen, they got that fighter spirit in them, man.
Of course.
He's got it in him. And if he's talking like that with Wilder, especially with what he's done with Wilder in the past two fights, I don't see this going around.
But there are some conspiracy theorists, that are saying, I don't know if and this is just what people have said to me.
Okay.
So, but I'm not really a conspiracy kind of guy. I haven't got time for it. But they're saying, see that Ruiz fight.
Yeah.
Did he throw the fight?
No, he did not.
To have two fights?
No, he did not.
Did he throw this one to get the next?
No, he did not.
Listen, devil's advocate. I'm just saying what people have been saying.
People who say that, I'm sorry to say, are stupid.
Okay.
Honestly.
I'm just putting it out there.
You're going to throw away financial windfall. It doesn't make sense. Like, let's not even entertain.
How much would he get for the rematch, though?
I don't know.
Do you think he would get more than he got now for a rematch?
No,
it would definitely go down.
It'll either be the same or go down.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll either be the same or go down.
The same?
Probably not the same.
Still a win, though.
Probably not the same.
Okay.
Probably not. But listen, even if it's less, it's a substantial amount of millions.
Yeah. This is real money.
You know what I mean? But it at the end of the day, no boxer at that kind of level is gonna want to throw a fight.
No.
That's just a ridiculous. It does happen.
Yeah.
It happens at the lower levels.
Yeah.
But at that sort of level, world championship level, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I feel
he's either got to really go to town,
he's got to win. He's got to win the rematch.
He's got to win the rematch.
There is no other.
Yeah.
And the problem is, I don't see him winning it.
Okay.
But Do you see him winning it?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Do you see him winning it? Do you see him winning it? Yeah. What did you think of the fight? And what do you think about our assessment of the fight?
Yeah, are we chatting shit? Like,
yeah. Well, do you think that we're chatting shit? Yeah. Let us know in the comments down below what you think.
Yeah.